Hi, my name is Edward van Gils and we're here to talk about a little bit of history of street football. So I will give you my opinion and I will tell you my experience within street football. So check it out.
When has street soccer started?
Street football, the way we play it, started around 96, 97. Like I said before, street football has always been there. In 96, 97, it was just a bunch of guys coming together at a court or an indoor facility. And once you got humiliated, people started cheering, clapping, and yelling, and laughing, so you feel like a dummy. So you had to gain your respect back. How can you do it? You can fight him, but then you even look more stupid. So you have to think of a trick even better than how you got faked.
Yeah.
So all these guys every week came up with new tricks, and everybody wanted to have a more difficult and more impressive trick. So the tricks level just got higher and higher, and within 2-3 years we got this huge arsenal of tricks. And that was really when it all started, and it was very underground, and it was in all the neighborhoods in Amsterdam. And for me, it started in east, west, and southeast of Amsterdam, and then it just spread it like SARS, you know, it's like a virus, and all over Amsterdam, and then all over Holland, Europe, and now it's worldwide.
There are a lot of tricks in street soccer.
Yes.
Which players are important for creating these tricks?
To be very honest, there's not a lot of guys that invented their own tricks back in the days. Of course, some kids just thought of one trick or two, but who made the most tricks are like guys like Moussi Rebel, Jur van Dijk, Lenny Netep, Lenny Maknak, Bonito Tam, also known as Ebony, and me, of course. We invented, like, I think still 90% of the tricks you see nowadays, because I don't see a lot of new tricks. The next generation, like Nabil, Issy, the guys from Rotterdam, Rendel, Giant, Agi, these guys also are very creative, like we were back in the day, so they come up with some new tricks, so you see a difference in style and playing. But for me, I think that's about it. If I forgot somebody, I'm sorry. Next time, okay?
Yeah, and it's more, the new generation is more like do tricks together, make a combo of it.
Yes, yeah.
It's not more one new trick.
I agree. Sometimes I do see a new trick, like AK 3000 was something totally new. But mostly what you see nowadays is, like you say, a combination of tricks.
Have different styles of street soccer created in the course of years?
Yes, definitely. Before 96, 97, it was just regular street football. It was just playing football and
on the streets.
Yeah, on the streets, and just do whoever made the most goals won, and you can just play for hours, and it was 20, 35 or something. And we made it to winning is not enough, you have to win with style. And also the tricks developed in different ways, because once you have a whole arsenal of tricks, you have to think of something else. Panna, for instance, Panna has a ball between your legs, and have it in possession, of course, when you pass the defender. That was very, very important. Then it got less important. Then you wanted to fake somebody that he would just run, and you just wait for him and come back here, you know. And then you had to do stuff in the air and then put the ball behind him. So that developed. And then when Nike Panna KO came out, it was also different, because the younger generation was very one-on-one, and we had like mostly 4 or 3v3. But that was very one-on-one, focused on one-on-one. So that brought a new style. When the cultures mixed, because all the kids from different neighborhoods, different cultures, different backgrounds, and when that came together mixed, also new style. The skills and the technical side of football got mixed, and yeah, so it's way different than we used to play back in the days.
Okay, and have you names for periods or?
No. Yeah, the first generation, then the Pana and KO generation, and I think now it's the third generation who's coming up.
Okay. Everybody knows the word Pana. What was the first time they used the word Pana and why?
Yes, everybody knows Pana, even in different countries where you don't expect it. Kids yell Pana, Pana. Let me first explain what a Pana is. Pana is getting a ball through your legs and the other guy picks it up on the other side. That was the biggest humiliation that could exist. Pana, the word means, it comes from the word Panya, and it's a Surinamese word, and it means destroy. So when you got a Pana, you're destroyed, totally destroyed.
And why was that? When you get a Pana, you destroy? What?
Because it was the biggest humiliation. Because, it's like somebody goes through your body, because it's underneath, it's between your legs. Can you close your legs?
Yeah.
So that was the biggest humiliation. You fake somebody, open his legs, ball through his legs, and get it on the other side. And when we used to play, there weren't always goals on the course. We just played everywhere. You can play here. There's no goals. So what is your goal? Your legs. So if you made a Pana, you had a goal. So when was the first time that they used it? I don't know. It just came out of the blue. It's like my explanation how we came up with this new style. It just came from the street culture, and all those influence came back to the sports, and we just had names for certain things. And one of them is Pana. And this got so big, and also because of Nike, of course.
And the tournaments.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why we use it, because you destroy somebody if you put it between his legs. And when it really started, well, 96, 97, maybe even earlier, because it was a big humiliation before we started this new type of play. So when they
on the
used it
fields.
the first time,
Okay. In which period was street soccer most popular, and why? What was the reason?
Okay, well, I think there's different moments. For us, the first generation, I think when it started, it was most popular.
In Amsterdam or?
Yeah, in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Just only locally. It was huge. So many guys came out, and you didn't have to be the best to be a street football player. It was just all the guys from the neighborhoods came out in this play. So it was very, very popular, and everybody wanted to be a part of this new thing.
New thing. Yeah.
So for us, that was the most popular time. Then when it got a little bit more commercialized, that was for the next generation. I think the most popular moment, Nike Pana KO. It's a milestone within street football, of course. And I think for the new generation, this period is going to be very important. And I think street football is getting more popular again, because well, everything has this the periods on and off. And freestyle, which is a part of street football, but totally got independent for my in my ID. That was very popular at a moment, and street football got a little bit in a dip, and I think we're climbing out of it now, and there's a lot of new kids coming up, and I see some huge talents I saw some guys in West, 14, 15 years old, amazing skills and drive to win, and they're eager to play and do tournaments. So for every generation there's an important and the most popular time. But in general, I think the Nike Panakeo was the most popular time, because then it wasn't underground anymore.
Worldwide or?
Worldwide, yes. Yeah.
Okay. And if you look to the game FIFA Street, was it an important moment for most popular sport?
It was an important period, and it was also mostly when huge companies dive on something, the peak is already gone. Because street football has been bubbling for 10 years before FIFA Street came out. And of course it made street football bigger and more popular worldwide, but within the hardcore street football scene, the peak was already gone. So it's hard to say, because you got the local, you got the international, you got the national. But of course it's been important. For me it was a very important moment, because
the tricks were...
it was a game. It was a street football game came out, and that is also a milestone like Panakeo. It was unbelievable. You can play with guys you know from the hood, and that's funny, you know. I think that's a huge respect that they did that.
Which moments in street soccer were very important for the sport, street soccer?
Well, of course there's a lot of moments that are very important. The beginning is, I think, the most important moment. Because without that, we still be playing like in 1970s. So we made a huge difference. And you can see it's not a trend, because we're still here after so many years. So that was a very important moment. Then Nike Panakeo was a very important moment, because it wasn't underground no more. It was visible for companies, other people. Then you had Masters of the Game, of course. Masters of the Game also was very important within the street football scene. It gave the kids a certain platform. Unfortunately, later on they were doing clothing, and then the kids became a marketing tool. So it wasn't a platform anymore. The tours which been on TV, like the Edgar Davids tour, this Sasha Street Challenge, those were very important moments, because that gave some more exposure to the sport. And you can see that ESPN now is even doing huge tournaments through the whole year in 6 countries with a grand prize of $30,000. So street football is huge now. And what else? I think Izzy was a very important moment, because he's a whiz kid, and I can give respect to a lot of street football players, but nobody can do what he can do. Not only the tricks, but also reaction and Dakar 3000. Just Google it and you know it was a very important moment. So. And I'm very interested in what's going to be the new important moment within street football. And I'm very interested in what's going to be the new important moment within street football.